Yo. Oi, yo.
Oh, hey.
Busabout fam, what's good? Sian and Clara, thank you so much for handing over the keys. We absolutely loved your 6-week trip across America.
You guys absolutely killed it. Now, as you can see from these amazing windmills here, we're currently in the Netherlands. We're about 40 minutes north of Amsterdam.
And this is our first country across 11 weeks. We are so happy to have some fun with you guys. So stay tuned for more stories.
Look, a duck.
We're currently in the beautifully cute town of Zongschongs for about a 30 to 40 minute bus ride out of the capital Amsterdam, where you'll see windmills. But this place is renowned for its beautiful wooden houses that have this 17th, 18th century nostalgia about them. You want to see how low this man went for this shot? Alright, let's keep moving. There we go. So signing off from... That's it. We'll catch you guys for a few more days left in Amsterdam. Take care. Alright, we've got 3 minutes until the last bus to Amsterdam Central Station. Just making it in. Had to do it for the shot. Inserting Dan's shot here. Alright, legends, with an overwhelming vote, you opted for the sensation swing. Dan and Dan are in the building. How do you manage heights?
I'm fine, because you can see a little bit.
Alright, I'm vertically challenged, I get it. Included in your package is a complimentary photo. We're gonna go real family photo on this. Proper green screen stuff and all. We're in the queue for a 6 o'clock swing. 20 stories above ground. It's got a pretty awesome lookout. Now I'm getting pretty nervous as well.
Well. Alright, your boys are fresh off the sensation swing. Had a mad couple of minutes up in the air. Dude, what'd you think? Honestly, that was amazing. Thank you so much for swinging the boat in this direction.
Alright, that's how we're gonna do it. That was the height of our experience in Amsterdam.
No.
Come on.
We were really on the edge of our seats.
Alright, thanks for cheering for us.
That was terrible, man.
Yeah.
You were really on the lookout for puns.
Amsterdam lookout, sensation swing.
Cheers, guys.
Catches. So today's our final day in Amsterdam, so we're just going to take it real easy. First up we're checking out is the Mokko Museum, the Modern Contemporary Museum of Amsterdam. Now, this place was only founded in 2016 with a mission to attract broader and younger audiences with a lot of contemporary art. Banksy, Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, and a few other of their contemporary peers that we'll be checking out as well. So tap through the rest of this story to check out some of the art from today's exhibition. Dan's currently off capturing some additional footage, which means I've got a bit of spare time to find the most filling Dutch snack in the city. A bit of Google research and I discovered Frits patat, or commonly known as Dutch fries, is my go-to option here. Worth knowing that not all fries are created equal, and neither are Dutch fries. They really enjoy their fries with mayonnaise amongst any other assortment or combination of toppings. Your boy discovered a place called Flaminx. Let's go queue up and check out what the hype's all about. Currently in the queue, word up is that it's pretty fast moving and definitely well worth the wait. We have liftoff. That is out of control. Time for a taste test. I'd love to offer you one first, but you know, just gonna have to have it on your behalf. Oh yeah. I reckon I've been doing it wrong my whole life. Ketchup, tomato sauce, I don't think cuts it anymore. The Dutch are onto it. I should probably catch up with Dan, so gotta shoot. Catch you. Hey guys, just wrapping up in Amsterdam, enjoying the sunset.
Had a few beers with the locals. We bumped into a few locals.
Heyo, Jess from Asia, catching up with the boys. First time we met. Ready for a good night out. Bye.
Bye.
Woo, see ya. Good morning, beautiful people. We're bright and early for our bus from Amsterdam to Berlin. Looking fresh as a daisy, ready to go with a party shirt. We anticipate this is probably going to be an 8-hour slog. It's probably be a bit of napping, a bit of snacking. We'll just see what happens. I don't even know where the bus is. Maybe it left without us. Moral of the story is don't be late for your bus.
So if you want to get some food, you can get some more food. It's a similar setup to the last time. They do have just like your buffet.
Between the Ramones and Currywurst, you guys selected...
CURRYWURST.
Boom! We need to go find it. I've got no clues, so what do you reckon, Dan?
Let's just cut to Homer and he can tell us how we're thinking.
Take it away, Homer.
Really, the only word for it is...
So yes, Code 36, is it popular by tourists and locals? Does everyone love it? Right, awesome. So Uber getting us off. Dan's ready to jump in, you best believe. And this is the one and only Curry. 36. So we've heard it now from a friend that's migrated, a local Uber driver, the internet, and apparently everyone in existence. This is the place to go. It's not just a tourist trap.
We're going to be buying the original Curry 36 CURRYWURST for €2.80 each.
Just around $5 Australian or $4 US, depending on whatever side of the world you're coming. The Currywurst taste test.
How we going?
That's not the worst I've had.
Tell you what, I love this. I've eaten curry.
Stop being a silly sausage, mate.
We have an absolute wing.
Delicious, probably not nutritious, but when you're traveling, sometimes the diet does take a bit of a hit. It is worth it for this.
It is worsted.
See ya. So what you see behind me is the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, which was commissioned by the German Parliament in 1999. There's quite an expanse to it, and that's because there's 19,000 square meters of space dedicated to the site with 2,711 concrete slabs. Walking through this place really resonated with me because of the fact that none of these concrete slabs are the same height, and the ground itself is oscillating or uneven throughout. I think it invites you to really confront the topic and meditate on it in your own way. There's no central point, it's not prescriptive, there's no info slabs. I think it's a really beautiful and non-conventional way to consider remembrance and how a memorial landmark can be. The Brandenburg Gate is one of the better known landmarks in Berlin. It's actually built on what was the former city gate that marked the start of the road between Berlin and Brandenburg an der Havel. I lost track of where Dan is. So let's jump across to wherever he is right now. All right, so we're not exactly where Dan is right now. However, I've just walked through one of the most lush public parks I've ever come across to find this absolute gem of a location. All right, back to Dan. You guys want to understand what it takes to get a killer shot? That is what I'm talking about. It's currently 33 degrees outside. That concrete could fry an egg, and this man's putting his body on the line. But for the kind of shot that comes out looking like this. Okay, so we're gonna make a move to our final landmark, but given it's a couple of miles and it's really hot, we actually thought we'd just grab a couple of Lime scooters to make the trip a bit easier. Wow. Dan's got a liking to it, so let's get moving. Here we go. What you can see behind me is one of the largest open-air galleries in the world. It is, in fact, the East Side Gallery in Berlin, with 100 commissioned artworks that run the entire length across the river. Got with Dan the man. We finally got to the infamous kiss of death. What do you reckon, man? Oh, shit, bro, no.
I thought we were doing...
No. All right, real talk, gang. We have properly dropped the ball here. Even though that 57% of you backed us for the Bone Church, we have not been organised enough. As a result, we can't actually get to it today.
So, we are going to have to happily have the turtleneck, and we'll dig into some of those instead, rather than dig up bones.
Yes! Still gets it. Alright, I can't do this again. I'm taking someone else. I met a sweet tooth who was on the last bus from Berlin to Prague. Her name's Maddie, and I reckon she's up for this. Alright, catch you later, mate. As mentioned, I met this absolute self-confessed sweet tooth on the bus. Her name's Maddie, and here she is.
Hey guys! Sugar's my life. It's so great.
Properly qualified. All right, we also got two other legends I met on the bus. We got Beck and we got Danny right here. We're about to go in on some Trdelnik. Let's do this. There's a massive queue we've got just here. Girls are queuing up right over there. So in the meantime, thought I'd break down what Trdelnik exactly is. It's basically rolled dough that is wrapped around a stick, grilled, and then sprinkled with cinnamon, sugar, walnut mix, or any combination of the above. And here, they go a step further and add ice cream on top of it. So it is an absolute sugar jackpot. And let's Let's have a look at how it goes. Taste test begins. Dig in. We got some chocolate and vanilla. That's good.
We should have gotten more.
We're only just hitting the first half. The real pleasure is when all that ice cream drips into that dough down there and you've just got a bowl waiting for you.
True date. Jellinek on the street is hard to beat.
Goes down a tree.
To beat the heat. It is about 5:15 in Prague. All right, what are we hunting right now, brother?
Charles Bridge. Hopefully no one will be there.
That's the plan. Gonna try to get there early to beat the crowds. It gets out of control. The reason you're hearing that ripping sax solo from INXS's Never Tear Us Apart is because we are in fact in Prague, Czechia, where the film clip was filmed. We're just trying to imitate a shot of me ripping the sax right now. I'll drop it on the screen afterwards if it came out all right. It's also about 5:30 a.m. at the moment, but because we're keen to get a huge day in, we've got up and firing super early. Look at that concentration face right now. We're heading to Charles Bridge, so let's do it. So right behind me, I'm sure you know what it is already. This is the John Lennon Wall. Ever since John Lennon's unfortunate assassination in 1980, this once normal wall opposite the French embassy has been filled with messages of love, laughter, life, everything in between. And as you can see, it always has fresh coats of paint. I think any month you visit, it will look different to what it was just a month prior.
Hey Busabout crew, so it's Daniel here. Now, I'm not the normal Daniel that you used to see, but other Dan couldn't make it in. Turns out you can't bring drones into the castle. So I've come in here just to take some footage with my camera. In the meantime, thought I might as well give you some history. This is Prague Castle. It was built in 880. It's the largest castle complex in the world, composing of 70,000 meters squared. Now, because I've got Dan waiting outside, I can't do too much, but I'm going to try and get some footage and hopefully you rate it. So see ya.
Hey, what's up guys? So given that we've only had one day to stop over in Munich before we go to the location that you guys voted for, we decided to make the most of it by heading to
Neuschwanstein Castle. We had to get onto the train. We're on the train for about an hour. Then we're catching a bus. Then we go on to another bus.
Another one.
And then we walk for 27 minutes. It's suspected that it's what Walt Disney based his Disney Castle off of in the Beauty and the Beast. Absolutely beautiful. It's got the white walls and then the blue rooftops. I think, what was it? King Ludwig
I think Ludwig I'm throwing numbers out there, 2, 3, 4. We're sure one of them are right. Right now we're going to jump on a bus to Buclo with the ticket that we've definitely got. Bam. All right, see yous.
We'll have to do 3 and then we'll go from there.
The 3's going to take us the 20-minute route. Looking at grabbing,
What do you reckon?
so if we went for the 2,048 meters. Fam, we'll see you in like 4 days when we get to the top, maybe. One of us heli lifted out of it. Alright, so we've come to recognise that every single route on the board spelled the same, but the timing was different. We're just going for a massive punt on what we think's the right way to go. I like Dan's confidence. I like those boots. I like that strut. I reckon we're on. No equipment could ever do justice. The easiest way to put it, you're just going to get here yourself. Hey, this is a smile of a man that has just found his first waterfall in Europe. That is a stunned mullet who's also taking it in. Where you at, boy? Okay, so one of the woes of tourist hotspots is that even when you think you have a break to take a tripod photo, 2 minutes later, we've got the whole setup here ready to go. Your boy's sitting right over there. Oh yeah. Oh, then body rolls, baby. All right, this is our best shot at taking the tripod. Might be the only break in the day. Let's do this.
Let's look at the shot.
All right, what's up, legends? We've just wrapped up at Neuschwanstein after a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
We made it all the way up there to this beautiful castle and it was so worth it.
110% worth it.
And also, I mean, just the forest around there. If you're from Australia and you're used to barren wasteland.
I mean, we're not all living in the desert with kangaroos, mate. Maybe that's just you, but you know.
I mean, South Australia, pretty much desert kangaroos.
Yeah, just about. Definitely make the effort to head down. It's 3 hours southwest of Munich.
Sorry, I'm just on my phone here. You get me out of there. I want to just double check.
So after one of the closest votes that we've had, coming down to 52% to 48, we are in. Where are we?
We're in Grenada. This place is incredible.
Woo!
We've got a nice family together doing a hike to the waterfall.
That's it, check that out. Everyone from the homestay right now has just hit the track. It feels so wholesome. Oh yeah. See everyone battling through at the moment. I think we have like the drone kind of flying over. Freaking incredible. 1.5 hours later, we're at the waterfall. How are we feeling about it?
Sweaty.
Half the gang's up there, just chilling, vibing, taking their influencer photos, not like I am. Yeah, hopefully we'll just throw in some wild overhead cinematics, courtesy of TLC. Couple days of urban madness. I'm talking Amsterdam, I'm talking Berlin, I'm talking Prague, I'm talking Munich. It has been absolutely refreshing to get out to a slice of this. You'll see it from the aerials, you'll see it from the photos, you'll see it from the waterfall. This is just like such a treat. Look at him, like a Jedi. Boom!
It's Daniel here. Other Dan's currently at home doing some content creation, but we're in Grenada. I'm out here at Lake Elmsley and it's absolutely stunning. I've taken my camera and my drone out and it looks absolutely beautiful, as you can see just right here.
Now, we are super lucky to be staying in Treehouse Backpackers Hostel. What might look like a quiet, tucked away resort actually hosts what I'd say is one of the most unique experiences across the entire Europe Busabout network. So this place is run lovingly by a gentleman by the name of Gerhard. Anyone who's ever stayed with him, you know that his service is second to none. He makes you feel super welcome. It's a very homely location. So all those little things you miss from home-cooked meals, fresh laundry, lovely, really welcoming vibe, absolutely find in this spot over here. One of the most iconic things to enjoy at the Treehouse is the lasagna. It's €6.50 and tastes an absolute bomb diggity. In fact, I'm gonna let the crew explain just how good it is.
Unreal.
Top notch.
Adorable. Tasty. Lit.
Scrumptious.
Chicken and potatoes.
All right, here we are at the home of Europe's oldest and largest Ferris wheel. Because you guys voted it, we're doing it. So check it out. I mean, that shirt is way too loud, bro. Way too loud. And so is that mode.
Old mate is just chugging away.
All right, you guys know how it is. Family photo offers have to be done. Turn it up right now. All right, check it out.
My body's ready.
Let's do this. Merde, je suis pas prêt.
Feeling nervous. This is it. All right, we've just done it. Highlights include seeing just how big the entire amusement park is. It's absolutely massive. It looks pretty awesome at night with all the neon lights lit up. From the boys. Peace. Peace. So we've just made it to Vienna after a very relaxing time in Grenada. This city is just as peaceful and just as quiet. It's actually a very refreshing and charming change to not be in a city that feels like it's packed with movement, cars, tourism and noise. And as you can see right now, we're just in this beautiful square, only flanked on both sides by the Kunsthistorie Museum and by the Natural History Museum. Otherwise, we're going to be spending the rest of the afternoon just hanging out, checking off a few things off our list to check out.
Oh, look, a duck.
Not again.
Heyo.
We literally can't cycle more than 5-10 minutes without just like stopping and gobsmacking.
This is just ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy.
It's every corner, and it's incredibly pristine. On to the next one. Back again, literally no more than 2 minutes from the last stop, and
What up, Vienna?
like just stop showing off. Like just a couple of gold balls casually perched up on top of statues, 3 levels up. I need to leave this city. There's just too much aesthetic here. Never thought I'd like it so much.
What's unfair is the fact that people get to walk through this every morning,
day. Yeah.
and every night to and from work.
Goodness grief.
Look up there. What is that? I don't even know.
Zoom in on that so everyone can see. There you go. Just on fire. Just aesthetics on fire. Insert fire emoji here.
If you're into aviation, you've also got the Polish Aviation Museum. It's the largest aviation museum in Europe. So if you're into planes and things like that, it's just outside the centre. You may want to have a look at that. But eventually you'll hit sort of the box of it.
Hey fam, what's happening? We are currently rolling through the medieval streets of Krakow, Poland. Dan, what you up to at the moment?
Currently doing another hyperlapse. I've been holding this GoPro like this for the last 3 minutes, and now my arm is actually really sore.
We're at the home stretch though right now. We've literally got probably 100 meters left to pull it up to that castle you see in the middle. What actually is that castle we're walking towards?
St. Mary's Cathedral.
That's the one in the epicenter of this beautiful...
Almost stepped on a pigeon.
So we thought we'd actually change it up today and decide to throw the history facts on you. So get your pens ready, all attention. We're going to run through a couple of quiz questions about the history of Krakow. Let's do this. All right, so no matter how well or poorly you went on that quiz, do not worry. There's no report card that's sending to your mum or dad. We are in what is the largest central square. You've just got sellers, vendors, kids, churches, every hustle, every tour going on over here. And it's quite beautiful. Really nice just to chill. Take some time here, do your thing.
There's also pigeons.
There's a lot of pigeons.
Oh, look, a pigeon.
Well, he's moved on from the ducks. Gonna be honest, before I even knew what the internet was, I was an absolute whiz at a game called 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Sound familiar? Ring a bell? Well, let me show you what it is. That's right, it was 1998. My family got our first ever PC. I used to rile that for hours. So I'm not gonna lie, kind of shattered it to flex my expertise at the Pinball Museum. But because I believe in democracy, integrity, honesty, and transparency, majority of you back me for the communist milk bar. That's exactly where we're going right now. Now, Polish milk bars are actually ex-communist workers' canteens. They were run as government-subsidised cafes so that labourers could afford nutritious and affordable meals. Hence why they're known for being so generous in serving and just so delicious.
In this kitchen, anything is possible.
There's this incredible place. This is where dreams are made.
And just around this corner, I think we found it. Now, I wasn't feeling too hungry, but I knew I had to get across some of the more notable local dishes. Pierogi, otherwise known as Polish dumplings. This part of the world loves its meat, so it was basically all in stuff with meat. Now, I don't know what meat was in it, but it was still delicious. All in all, that plate of pierogi plus some bread literally cost me no more than $3 or $4. Last one, better savour it. That was delicious. Let's get out of here. Down. Oh yeah. All right, the madness begins right now. Our Busabout guy, Tyler, is doing his best to bring this rat race together, darting through the metro to get to Ziget. And if we miss Franz Ferdinand, I am leaving this place. So this entire crew, I better not be the reason they're holding it down. See you inside.
Guys, keep up! Stay with the group!
You heard that. Guys, keep up. Stay with the group. Wait, Clay, where are we at, bro?
We're in Germany, yay!
No, what is wrong with you? You're You can't. Alright, Ziggett has got it together. This obviously isn't their first rodeo. So, the way it works is, you get a paper ticket, walk up to an exchange, you can your drinks over there, and you get an electronic wristband that loads all of your cash and entry for all the days. We've done incredibly well. Brands is on in about 35 minutes. What are we feeling right now?
It's feeling good.
We're feeling good?
I feel like this next scarf is totally suiting me as well.
Yeah. I feel this is going to be about as good as it gets, so let's make this happen.
Good as it gets?
Yep. This is what happens when Take Me Out starts. We've got to hit the crowd. We're getting that flash. Come on, we're getting it. Come on. We're on, you know it. Yes! Let's do it.
I can see my ex calling. Hold up, why my ex calling? I don't know why my ex calling. Why the fuck my ex calling?
Turn around, I'm my boy.
Thank you so much, Ziggett. I love you.
What is up, fam? It is final day at Ziggett, and because you guys voted it, you cheeky minxes, both Dans right now are en route to a belly dance workshop. Shakira said it, hips don't lie. Hopefully ours won't either. We'll see you there. bag's pretty key when it comes to a music festival. So I think Dan's just found. How are those pants feeling right now?
Damn, Daniel!
Yeah, that's what we want. This is what happens when Patrick Swayze has a huge influence on the campsite.
Do dancing, do dancing.
How are we, beautiful people? We are currently scorching in Split, Croatia. I don't know how Dan's holding down a shirt.
Tropical.
Those bananas will be splitting very shortly, I can tell you that.
He's done it.
He's done it. He found it.
It's very Croatian.
Anyway, face of the Adriatic Sea just back off in the distance. This is the beautiful promenade that runs the entire stretch. Beautiful palm trees, music.
The weather, the people, the food, Dan.
This Dan, maybe not that Dan. No, you are beautiful, mate. Just so everyone knows, like, I genuinely do think Daniel is a beautiful person, given the sun is glaring. We decided to go glasses shopping at the wharf markets. There's tons of stuff going on over here. This place goes for miles. But just immediately to my left, you can see there's a glasses mart that's got about 100 different variations. So we're just gonna run through a couple. Let us know what you think. Full confession, sorry if you guys hate me, but I'm not a fully fledged Game of Thrones fan. Unfortunately, my other half is. All right, I reckon everyone who's watching this is you right now. All right, fine, the vlog's yours. Just go, I'm out. Normally the fun facts are with me, but we've got a very special guest with us. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Ange.
Woo! And where are we looking at the moment?
We're looking at the oldest cathedral in Europe, apparently.
On point. Consecrated in the 7th century AD.
And what does consecrated mean, Dan?
Consecrated means declared. Fun fact with Dan. You guys vote, we do. That is our fate. We're not fit enough for this. We just came from Ziget. His top's already off. No bag of chips to get us going. Rigs are out. Let's do this. Your boy took his top off as well. It's sweltering, and that t-shirt is just not breathable. Dan's happy with what he's seen. But I've intentionally not looked at the view yet. Dan's had a suss of it. So we're gonna turn together in 3, 2, 1. But otherwise, so we get full coverage of this hill, entirely flanked by either city or sea. There's basically 360 views if you work your way around. What's also really unique about this is it is surrounded by Mediterranean pine forest trees, and the smell is absolutely on point. Thank you guys tremendously for voting. We got there, we saw it, we enjoyed it. Dan, what are we thinking?
Really nice spot just to basically get a look out on Split and also the surrounding harbour. But to be honest, I reckon that the best spot would be the restaurant. It's called Venticula, I think it is.
Dan mentioned earlier, this is the restaurant where you want to grab a breathtaking view of all of Split and its harbour, grab a cocktail, grab a beer, and you can enjoy this. Check that out. Anyway, from Dan and Dan, we're signing out.
Bye.
Bye. So today we're at the Kirka National Park, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think it needs much explaining. 109 square kilometres of just the Kirka River and all the basins surrounding it, and its crown jewel. I'm just never getting old of waterfalls. Neither is he.
That's real.
So where are the unicorns? You can probably tell we are in a peak of what is called #tourism. We're really fortunate that our awesome Busabout guide, Saray, is hanging back. It means she's holding on to all of our valuable, expensive equipment, all of our backpacks. Otherwise, you want to make sure that you got someone to look after it, so you can just head straight into the water over here. Soak up some of that.
Thank you. On the shuttle bus, back to the entrance of entrance 2, you'll see a cafe there.
It's day number 2 of the Croatian adventure. We are, bad to the bone. We're at the Plitvice National Park after having a beautiful overnight stay. Dan's just caught some visual goodness. This place is a wonder and considered one of the most beautiful places in Croatia, if not the whole world. Let's do it. thing that's gonna blow your freaking socks off is just how blue, and I mean how crazy hue blue this water is. There's no filter on this video at all, and there never will be.
I honestly think Eiffel 65 made a song about this place. Blue dabba
Dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da. We're safe. Go live. Said it once, I'm going to say it again. Water is not meant to be this blue. Because we're cruising on the ferry to the second half of the Plitvice Lakes National Parks, we decided we got some time for
Fun facts with
Daniel.
It is the oldest and largest national park in Croatia.
In terms of biodiversity, it's considered one of the most valuable locations in the entire Republic of Croatia.
2,000 litres of blue food dye is poured into this lake every morning.
No, it isn't.
1,000 litres?
Sounds better.
Yeah.
See you next time on Fun Facts with Dan. Where are we?
We're in Croatia.
But we're not on a bus.
Wait, what?
What?
We're on a boat.
Well, you probably figured it out. We're currently on one of Busabout's many Croatian boats. I wish I was making this up, but we were literally in Plitvice when the Busabout team told us
that we're going on a sail.
So we had to get all the way from Plitvice to Split to Makarska to catch up with these legends, and wowee, what a night we had. Wicked night. It was pirates versus sailors, and we're here at one of our last stops of the entire route. Vibes are good. Whoa! And Dan's just full sending it whilst we have an hour of dockage. What a legend. What a legend. Hey people, we're in Dubrovnik. How good is that?
Very good. Thank you for just throwing that
in here.
Just straight in my face.
Just red hot, ready to go. By surprise, we actually had the majority back the wall walk across Dubrovnik. Thought there were a lot more Game of Thrones fans out there, but gonna have to leave it for another day.
I think, to be honest, they're just really pissed off that Danny died. Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Definitely bring your best walkers or runners. He's got his New Balance shoes. I'm just repping Berkeys for today.
Wow.
Oh wow. All right guys, first impressions. Wow. Just orange terracotta all day, every day. So we're currently walking on about 2 kilometers of uninterrupted limestone wall, which reaches a maximum height of about 25 meters at certain points. They're really your vantage points that look over the old city as well as everything around it. So no surprise that this incredible fortification was listed as a UNESCO Heritage Site location in 1979. Best that you don't repeat our mistake and actually go during a cooler time.
Oh no, the Greyjoys are attacking.
As I was saying, choose a cooler time of the day. We've come out here with no sunscreen. The sun is at full glare and we are melting. Going up. Stay hydrated, guys. The most important thing about travel. Just keep buying these. Buy the stills and not the sparkling water. We've made that mistake too many times. Shout out if you know what I mean.
The views on this are absolutely stunning. The orange roofs just absolutely blew me away. That's about an hour and a half, get the whole way around. So, you know, we've got the bus in about an hour, so I reckon we've done this in the Dubrovnik of time.
Off the top, I can't. He's done it again. Boom! All right, legends. See you at the next stop. Hey crew, how we doing? Currently coming to you from Kotor, Montenegro, the second stop on our Balkan highlights trip. Now, the old Mediterranean port of Kotor is surrounded by fortifications built during the Venetian period. We're actually going to be checking out one of those fortifications. There's something like 1,000 steps up to access. It's got a beautiful landscape view of the entire port, or so our Busabout guide has told us. She said it was either going to take your breath away or the walk itself would. So there you go. Probably tell I'm undertaking some level of physical activity, and by that we're punching out over 1,300 steps to get to the very top of the lookout at Kotor. Feeling all kinds of things. Muscles have not been used in a while. Check this out. How good is that, you little beauty? All right, just when you think you smashed it, you just keep looking up and up. Ay caramba. Sammy, how many times have you done this?
This is my fourth.
Why?
The views are worth it, I promise.
All right, we'll qualify that when we get up there. That flag right there is it. Oh, kill him. You can probably tell from those photos and the drone footage that we caught a pretty sensational sunset over here. The vibe's pretty nice. Everyone's just kicking back, drones are flying up, cameras are clicking, people are just taking in the sunset.
So Instagram, you can see Dan's taking a shot of his shoes and I have to hold him in spot. So let's see how this shot turns out.
Boyfriends of Insta.
Boyfriends of Insta. Hashtag. Hey Busabout crew, it's Daniel here. You would have just found out the devastating news that the other Dan has had to go home early just due to some unforeseen circumstances. I honestly feel so blessed to have spent the last 4 weeks with such an amazing guy. But obviously all good things have to come to an end, and the dynamic duo has now turned into an average Uno. So I'll be taking the reins from here on. You'll be seeing a lot more of this face, sadly for you guys. But I'm really looking forward to taking you on this next 7 weeks with me around Europe. There's so many exciting things around the corner and it's going to be really awesome. So stay tuned and keep in contact, and this is really exciting. Alrighty, so here we are in Geocastra. I just fell down a step. Currently building a road down here, like the cobblestones that you see. So we're currently on this hike up to the castle, just up there. It's about 32 degrees right now and it's really warm, but you can see it's going to be so worth it. How are you feeling, Mel?
I cannot feel my calves.
Yeah, we just did some calf stretches on the way up, so just checking our health. Oh yeah, just everything stretch. Yeah. You can see it's really cool just to explore these little tunnels and caves all the way through here. It's just such an awesome little journey. Quick tip, if you're taking photos and the shots are too dark, it might be because you've got your lens cap on. So fun facts with Dan. Look at all his cannons all the way down this hallway. And look, there's like hidden cabins. Please remember to take your water bottles back with you. The Balkans just keep surprising me. I mean, look at this view right here. This is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's from around 2,500 years ago, and you'll see there's actually a whole bunch of little houses down there with stones on them. Not only do you have the amazing views, but you also have dungeons underneath, and you literally can just get lost in the maze of rooms that's in this castle. I definitely suggest to come here if you're going through Albania. Here we are in Meteora. Meteor actually means suspended in air. The monks lived here as early as the 9th century. They were living in solitude just in the rocky outcrops in the caves here. When the Turks invaded in the 15th century, the monks built these monasteries up on the top here, and they were only accessible by ladder. And when the monks felt threatened, they actually would take the ladders away, so that means nobody could invade. Nowadays, there's only 6 out of the 24 monasteries inhabited, and it's now mainly used as a tourist attraction. I just walked out of what I can suspect is the chapel in the monastery, and sadly you can't take any photos or videos there, but it is absolutely stunning. It's just painted walls everywhere, and there's a whole bunch of lanterns hanging from the roof, and very similar to the Sistine Chapel with the roofs. And then there's just... Thank you. I'm just going to move spot. As I was saying, similar to the Sistine Chapel, however, there's just lanterns covering the whole roof that hang down almost to where your head touches, and it was just beautiful, absolutely stunning. But most importantly, although there's beautiful views, there are cats. Love me! Love me! Love me! Yes! You've also got this amazing architecture right here as well. It's just such a beautiful place. One of my favourite places I've been to in Europe. If I could sum this up in one word, I would say that, you know, this place rocks. So this morning I decided that I'm going to head off to the Acropolis to see the Parthenon, but I just can't seem to find it. It's just so well hidden here in Athens. It looks absolutely beautiful in the sunrise. There's some nice pink hues on it. Hopefully there won't be that many people because I've already got my €30 pass yesterday. I can actually skip all the queues on the way through. So when you see this sign, I would strongly suggest to not try and vlog and walk up said slippery surface. Oh. They have guns. So the Parthenon was actually built in 447 BC to replace a temple that was on the Acropolis in 480 BC. It was created to worship the god Athena, Parthenos, and hence the name Parthenon. And honestly, the views from here are absolutely amazing. You can see there is no one here right now, and definitely get past before you actually enter. The moustache is almost flying off my face, so definitely wear sunnies because it's really dusty and really windy. We're at a place called Plaka, so it's actually a neighbourhood just at the foot of the Acropolis. It's really well known for its beautiful bars and restaurants and the Mediterranean vibe that you get from the Greek islands. So I'm here with one of my best friends, Ali.
Yes!
She is Greek. She's currently taking me on a tour through the flea markets. What is that?
This is the MADDY, and you will see it absolutely everywhere in Greece. So the idea is that it keeps you away from any bad spirits and protects your energy.
So apparently they're supposed to keep the bad spirits away, but...
And yet he's still here!
We just finished up at this flea market and now we're going to get some Lucamades.
Look at this.
Only because I like sweet Greek things. I don't know why she's here if I like sweet Greek things. We got our Lucamades, and what are you doing?
It's my Lucamades dance.
The Lucamades are traditionally yeast, flour, water and sugar put together.
And a bit of that Greek magic.
And a bit of the Greek magic. Where did you come from? Yamas!
Yamas!
That's some good stuff. So now we're at a Mary Poppins themed bar. Look at this. So it's a
poppin'!
place. So we're at Mount Lycomythus and you can see the Parthenon right there. And here's the view.
Clap for the sunset, so well done.
It set a while
well
ago.
done, well done. I'm very proud of it. Great performance.
So I'm here with my friend Declan. What are we doing today?
We are going kayaking, caving and snorkeling.
So we're out here just in the Mediterranean, just off the coast of Barcelona. And we're doing some kayaking. Having fun, girls? We're about to go snorkeling and also just look into some caves, so that should be pretty cool. You look good, Declan. The water out here is absolutely stunning.
How beautiful
The water's so nice. Do some work.
I'm trying.
And so this is what you do. Good morning, guys. So it is about 6:15 and we're about to head to La Tomatina. It is a tomato throwing festival and it's based in Buñol in Spain, just outside of Valencia. We've got 22,000 people all throwing 120 tons of tomatoes at each other. And one thing that's really important is that when you're preparing for La Tomatina, you don't want to get tomato in your eyes, so you should be wearing goggles. Also, making sure that you're wearing clothes that you can get rid of really quickly, preferably white because you want to see the red afterwards. It actually started in 1945 when there was a bunch of boys who had a fight and the one ended up getting pushed over and got really angry and started throwing tomatoes at the other people. So, it's tomatoes, not just any type of food. Stop. Declan, not the shoe. Not the shoe. I'm going to hit him with plenty of tomatoes today. We're just about to head to the festival and I'm here with Holly.
Hi! We're going to get really, really tomatoey.
I'm going to be covered from my head to my toes.
Sure are.
So unimpressed.
Oh, it's going to be chill day. It's going to be chill out.
Maybe have a snooze. Although I don't have a tomato yet, I have a crab apple and that's good enough. But it's deathly quiet. And you can see all the locals are putting their tarpaulins up just so their houses don't get covered in tomatoes. Hey crew, so today we're at Sagrada Familia, which translates to the Sacred Family. Now we're just here and you can see it's just under construction. I'm going to take you inside and we're going to have a look around today. We are currently right up the front. I've just started the audio tour. So this is actually a basilica that was designed by Antoni Gaudi, a famous Spanish architect. It's actually been under construction for the last 144 years. So it started in 1882 and it's expected to finish in 2026, which is the 100-year anniversary of Gaudi's death. Each tower has religious components and the biggest tower, which is going to be right in the middle of there, it still hasn't finished construction. It's expected to be 172.5 meters tall and it will be dedicated to Jesus. It is ridiculously intricate. We've got all of these little figurines and all these components that, although it's not a very attractive building, it is just overwhelming with all the amount of stuff that's on there. It's just so cool. Alrighty crew, so now we're inside and as you can see, look at all this lighting all the way through here. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's the red hues behind me which identifies the sunset because that's the western side, which is the side the sun is setting, while the side over here is blue because that associates with sunrise. So the inside of this place is actually meant to replicate nature. So you can see all of these stands right here. They look like trees and they've got the leaves just all up there. And also the colours are very natural colours like the greens and the red. How cool is that? It's just such an interesting design, the whole setup, the way Gaudi's mind works is just so amazing. So now in a little bit I'm going to catch up with some friends and we're going to go and head up to check out the views near the bunkers, which is going to be really cool. But right now we're just up at the bunkers, just getting an amazing view of the city right here. And you can actually see Sagrada La Familia is just right there. It's just rained quite a bit on my walk. I've come up here because I've been told that there's actually a really amazing view, and wow, they weren't wrong. So I'm just walking my way through the city and it's ridiculous how many ruins and how much history you've got. So the Marcello Theatre is right here. As you can see, it looks a bit like the Colosseum, and it actually used to be 36 metres tall, but now it's just up to 20 metres tall. And the reason why that is because a lot of the materials that were used in this theatre has actually been taken away and being used to build churches and stuff. Now this monument was actually created to celebrate the first king of unified Rome, which was Victor Emmanuel II. It was built in 1935 and you can see it's absolutely stunning. We're about to get run over by a car, so. Now we're heading to the Trevi Fountain. Hopefully it's not too busy. So it's busy, as you can see. I brought gelati. They're the Italian colours. I don't actually like these flavours. If you throw in 1 coin, it's supposed to bring you a return trip back to home. 2 coins is supposed to bring you love, and 3 coins is supposed to lead to wedding bells. Fun fact, there was actually a guy here. He used to actually come in here 6 times a week and take all the coins out of the Trevi Fountain that people would throw in there, and it'd earn up to €1,000 a day, which is absolutely astounding. My ice creams. I had brain freeze. So anyway, we're going on now to Spanish Steps. So if you haven't heard of them, or you think you haven't heard of them, when I show you photos and videos, you'll understand what they are. So you told you know about. Oh wait, maybe these are the wrong steps. So you told you recognise them, they're really, really cool. And you would have seen plenty of photos of these before.
We have just touched down in Florence in Italy. We're about to go out and explore the city. There's
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, you didn't hear.
Didn't hear what?
Busabout are a little bit sick of seeing your face.
What?
And yeah, they brought back the OG. The OG's back, baby!
So as you saw in the last story, we've got Jessie here.
Yay!
We previously talked about how sadly Dan had to go home, but now we've got Jessie taking over the role because Busabout was sick of my face.
Can't blame him, can't blame him.
Exactly.
So the next 4 weeks we are taking the travel experiment through the rest of Europe. Today is our first official day together. We're in the Tuscany region and we're doing a wine tasting tour. It's going to be a big day. Already on our first stop, we're trying 5 wines this morning, and then we have a few more stops before finishing up with some beautiful views here in the Tuscany.
Look how beautiful this is right here.
Not this.
To swell the wine or the vodka. This is the only.
Dan has gone to the effort of rating the wines that we had. What have we got?
So right here we've got the white, which was 3 stars. It was better than Fruity Lexia, preferable over a goon sack. Second red wine was spicy, and the last one was the dessert one, sweet, just like me.
The town we just arrived in is a 13th century town. It's on top of the hills here in the Tuscany region. The buildings are gorgeous. They're all made out of stone. It's very medieval, very quaint, and exactly what you expect Italy to be.
This is Tuscany.
Beautiful, huh? It's time for a little bit of carb loading, and we're just going to explore the old town, take a few photos, and enjoy our pizza. We had an epic time at the Grape Escape winery tour. It was a lot of fun. The bus dropped us back straight to our hostel and we got back just in time to catch sunset. Dan's a little busy with the drone, but check this out. Today we're up early and we're about to start exploring some of Florence's big sites that everyone knows around the city. One of our first stops is Ponte Vecchio Bridge. It's this famous old bridge that runs through the centre of Florence, and it's really well known because during the Second World War, or when Hitler's army decided to invade here, the medieval castles and old town buildings on either side of the bridge were completely destroyed, and the bridge stood through the middle of the river throughout the entire war and remained untouched. Just a short walk down the road from the old bridge, there is this beautiful gallery called Uffizi Gallery, and we are here now about to check out some of the artworks. We got an audio guide just to learn a few little things because, to be honest, we don't know much about this place, and figured out that there are a total of 45 different halls here, so it's completely filled with artwork. Whether you really have an appreciation for art or not, it's hard to not be impressed by what you're looking at. We have just sat down for lunch now, so we're going to dig into some carbs. Dan, what do you have?
I have the spaghetti donfito, which is spaghetti with the tomato sauce and meatballs, and I also have the boccadama salad, which I've kind of got really hungry.
And I'm eating lasagna. So lunch was incredible. We are completely full to the rim with pasta, but always a little bit more space for gelato. Heading to a place one of Dan's mates suggested called Gelato Eduardo.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. This is what happens when it's a 30-degree day in Italy. Sadly, our time in Florence is up today and we're hopping back on this bad boy, the Busabout bus, making our way to the next destination. You guys got to choose between Lake Como and La Spezia, and we're about to make our way to one of them now. Voted for it between Lake Como and La Spezia, and here we are in La Spezia, so we're about to check out the beautiful town of Monterosso, the first of 5 towns here, but before that we gotta go swimming. One thing we didn't know about the Cinque Terre before we arrived here is that it's actually part of a national park. From the first town all the way to the 5th at the very end, you can train it all the way there, but it's a 6-hour walk all the way back. Dan and I are about to try and attempt to conquer some of that today. Now we're about to meet up with some mates that we met on the Busabout route who are currently right about there.
Just there.
We're going to meet up with them and have some afternoon drinks and watch the sun go down in the Cinque Terre.
How gorgeous is this?
Good morning! We're in Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland because we're going
skydiving!
You guys voted for us to jump out of a plane, so we're going to do it.
We're going to risk our lives just for you guys.
We're ready. We are suited up, ready to go, and soon we'll be up there. Our lives are in these guys' hands today.
This is actually the first time both of them have been skydiving before.
Day one on the job.
First day on the job. Awesome. so much.
Work on the ground. Good fun.
That was the best thing ever. Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
I survived.
You did. Well done. Congratulations. What
That
did you
was
think?
amazing.
See you next time.
Oh, that was awesome.
Bye-bye.
Whoa, I just landed. It was absolutely exceptional.
The most beautiful
And-
views I've seen of any countryside.
I can't believe how good that was.
Thank you guys, and thank you Travel Experiment. This has been the best thing that we have got to do. Our last day here in Switzerland, and we're kicking it off at the adventure park. We're going to take on the ropes course and see how we go acting like monkeys.
Now we're going to head off to the viewpoint, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. The top of Interlaken.
Switzerland has been known to have some pretty incredible views. Every corner we turn around is filled with views like this. So we're about to hop on a funicular and make our way to the top of Hardeklun viewpoint and check it all out from above. We have just touched down in the coastal town of Nice in France. We've got 3 nights here on the French Riviera. So to kick it all off, we're going to grab some e-bikes and make our way up through the cliffside on the coast to check out the beautiful little houses and where the more wealthy like to live. The hard work's done. We've done a few hours of cycling now and have made our way down to the beautiful beachside, and we're just sitting here with our baguettes.
Cheers. This is so nice.
Mate, this is Nice.
Zing!
A little bit of a fun fact about Nice. The promenade we're currently walking down was built during a time where there was a job crisis here, and the government thought it'd be a great idea to employ the homeless to help get them back on their feet and start a new way of life here in Nice. How beautiful. We had an awesome time on the bike ride. We racked up about 20 Ks each. Dan's just got himself a little bit of a ice cream. It's not a day in Europe if you don't get an ice cream once a day. Now we're about to go head up to the beautiful hilltop at the end of Nice and watch the sun go down.
G'day, we're in Monaco.
We're here in Monaco, the second smallest country in the entire world. We've taken a train from Nice to Monaco today because you guys voted to send us here to check it out for the day.
Oh, look, a rich person.
So many rich people. Let's check it out. Currently standing inside one of the country Monaco's biggest tourist attractions. It's the Monte Carlo Casino. It's pretty well known because it's featured in 3 of the James Bond films. One of the interesting things that I've actually just learned about this place is the people of Monaco don't pay taxes, and it's pretty much because this casino earns enough revenue for the year for the government to fund the things they have to do. Tax-free living. Thank you guys for sending us to Monaco today. We have had the most amazing day. It's been cool to see how the rich and the famous live. There's some incredible cars, beautiful buildings, and of course the casinos around here. We have learnt a few little fun facts along the way. Tell us all your fun facts, Dan.
Monaco backwards is Okonom.
It's a good one.
And Monte Carlo, the capital of Monaco, is actually named after the biscuit.
That's another fun fact. The Monaco flag is actually the same as the Indonesian flag, except it's slightly smaller, which is very cool. So we're back on the bus today. We've got a full 8 hours to get ourselves into San Sebastian here in Spain. Before we do so though, I thought it'd be a good time to introduce you guys to one of our guides, the amazing Busabout Nick.
G'day, g'day, g'day. How are we today?
So Nick is one of the awesome guides on the Hop On Hop Off network, and he also did some of the Croatia sail this year. We have a lot of time today, just sitting on the bus.
Time.
So it's a good time to throw us some questions that Nick could answer for you. Anything you want to know, even if it's his favourite song, it's the time to ask.
Happy to tell you.
Okay, question number 1. What is your favourite thing to do on long bus rides?
The entertainment system, a heap of movies free for everyone to watch. Another thing is listening to us. We tell you all the cool things about every place we go to, so listen up. Next question, best hidden gem on the network is Ladderbrunnen. There's so many cool adventure things you can do. If you're not an adventure person, you can go for a few hikes and take in the amazing, amazing scenery that is down there. It's truly spectacular. Yes, this is my job. I applied just like any other job. It was an interesting interview process. A lot of personality had to be shown, and then a very intense 40-odd days training around every destination that we have on the network.
Yeah, and you can actually apply to be a guide now for 2020. So applications are now open. All you have to do is swipe up.
Swipe up. I'll see you next year.
So we've just arrived at our hostel here in San Sebastian. I'm going to hand it over to Nick for one more question. So take it away, Nick.
So with hostels, the beauty of Busabout is the flexibility of all the travel that we have and our options. So whether you want to book an Airbnb, a hostel, our recommended ones are where we meet you of a morning to pick you up. We do have a lot of people stay here. We do have people that choose their own accommodation as well. So it's entirely up to you, but we're happy to help out either way.
I wrote recommended. You always meet way more people.
So many people.
Yeah.
So many.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the questions. Hola!
Hola!
We're in the Basque country of Spain. You guys voted for us to do our next activity. That is the amusement park here. It's somewhere up here. So, first port of call at any amusement park, the biggest and baddest roller coaster ride.
I'm really kind of worried actually. Alright, so she's done. I just... Things got a bit out of hand.
Look, I'm not a great driver.
And that's why I was so scared.
That's fair. Time for a roller coaster, I reckon. Let's go. San Sebastian is really well known for a type of food called pinchos, similar to tapas, which is hugely popular here in Spain. However, instead it has a little toothpick through the middle of it. The name pinchos actually means in English to pierce. We're about to go try some now. It's our last morning here in San Sebastian. We thought we'd kick it off with a hike to the top of Mount Urgel. This place was used as a fortress back in the 12th century. Today it's known as some of the best views over the entire bay of San Sebastian, and apparently some of the best in the entire Basque country. So one of my all-time favourite beaches in all of Europe is actually here in San Sebastian. It's called Ondoretta Beach. It's a sand beach. I'm about to head over there right now, meet up with Dan and also another legend we met on the Busabout coach. Her name's Jackie. Let's go! Spotted. There they are.
Hola, amiga.
Hola! How you going, guys?
That was good.
This is living. Bonjour!
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Oui, oui. You guys voted and now we're here. We're in the southwest of France, beautiful Bordeaux.
This place is really well known for its awesome wine and amazing food. Well, bonjour!
We're about to head up to the top of the Bordeaux Cathedral bell tower. Can't get rid of the berets. As I was saying, we're about to head up to the top of the bell tower and check it all up from above. This tower is 1,200 years old and it has survived the test of time. It has some of the most beautiful views all over Bordeaux. We're about to climb many stairs to get up there. Stay tuned. 233 steps later, we have made it to the top of the bell tower and the views are incredible up here. Check it out. We've just taken a short walk across the river and stumbled upon one of the coolest things we've seen yet in Bordeaux. It's known as Darwin. It covers about 20,000 square meters of old military barracks and is filled with these awesome self-expression artworks like the ones you see behind me. We're literally standing in Hipsterville. It's very, very cool. One thing that I've really missed since coming away travelling is a really good coffee. We've actually just stumbled across this place here in Bordeaux that has incredible coffee and even better smashed avo toast. So if you're ever staying at the recommended hostel, highly recommend you guys come check this place.
You guys voted and we are here out the front of the Montparnasse Tower. It's actually the only skyscraper here in Paris.
Yep.
And it's called a building, which is weird because it's actually already built.
That is true. The Parisians actually don't really appreciate the building because it takes away... It takes away from the beauty that is Paris. But from the top of this tower you can see some of the most stunning views, including the Eiffel Tower. So we're going to go check it out. Can you see it?
See what?
What's everyone looking at?
I don't know.
We made it to the 57th floor of the Montparnasse Tower. Gotta say, in comparison to the River Cruise, it's pretty cool.
Bit of an Eiffel.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, it's a bit fancy up here.
Alright, that's it. We're out. See you guys. If you've ever been on a walking tour throughout one of European capital cities, you would have heard of a company called Sandeman's. Currently on one of their walking tours right now, about to head up to the top of Montmartre, highest natural hill in all of Paris. It's filled with some beautiful buildings and incredible stories of the local artists here. Let's do it. There is no better way to see down a sunset in Paris than at the Eiffel Tower. So here we are with the rest of the Busabout crew that we met on the coach. Cheers, guys. Au revoir. Good morning! It's 7 a.m. and we've just arrived at the Eiffel Tower. We're about to get some beautiful sunrise photos before the people start arriving in Paris today. This is where Dan is setting up. We're about to take some photos off the bridge and looking up at the Eiffel Tower. See how they turn out. Did you get the shot?
Sure did. Look at this. Lime scooters on the cobblestone may not be a good idea.
We have just gotten off the Lime scooters and arrived at the Arc de Triomphe. It's one of France's most celebrated monuments, recognised as the soldiers who fought during the French Revolution and the Napoleonic War. Unfortunately, we can't go up to the top there because there are some strikes on, but it's still a beautiful sight. We're happy to see it. If you've ever heard of the Mona Lisa, then you have most definitely heard of this building right here. We're about to undergo a challenge of seeing how many people's armpits we can tickle while they do the famous pose over the Louvre. Timer, start
now.
Tickle, tickle, tickles. Good work.
All right. Get set, go. Alright, how'd you go then?
I think I've got 6. 30 seconds, got 6. I'm winning. Go. Tickle, tickle. How many in total?
6. Oh.
Total 7, we got a clear winner. Take the credit. It's a bit of a rainy day here in Paris, and Dan's off to Disneyland, the happiest place on the entire earth. So I'm taking this opportunity to do a little bit of shopping. This place called Galerie Lafayette. It's supposed to have this incredible roof, which is a beautiful piece of art. So we'll go see what it's like.
While Jess has decided to go explore a bit more of Paris, I've decided to treat my inner child to
Disneyland!
Ash and I are going exploring Disneyland. She's got the popcorn. We're going to go see what this place is like. And that is a wrap for today here in Disneyland. Finished it off with one of the best lighting displays you'll ever see. Such a cool experience.
So inspired by how beautiful Britain is. So another one was J.R.R. Tolkien.
If you couldn't tell, we're back in our favourite place in the entire world, because the last time we were here, you guys sent us...
I love this place!
He loves this place. You guys sent us skydiving from above the Swiss Alps, and this time we're back for another activity, and with 1% difference, we are doing da-da-da. We've started our hike the best possible way, a train all the way to the top
of Europe.
The top of Europe! We are standing looking over the most beautiful valley, and the sun is just rising in the background. This is incredible. Currently at 3,500 meters above sea level, and it is freezing up here. It is about -4 degrees, and it gets to an average of -7, so it's only going to get colder as we get higher.
Today we're going to try the German word. Well, I can't say it.
This is the word we are going for. Selbstbedienung restaurant. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That is clearly Selbstbedienungsrestaurant.
Nailed it.
Selbstbedienungsrestaurant.
Nailed it. We have just finished a huge day of hiking and exploring, and I've got to say, I don't think I love a single other place as much as I love this place right here. It is raining right now, and I still don't want to go inside because why would you want to miss out on this? The hostel here, Camping Jungfrau, is the best hostel that I have stayed on this entire part of the travel experiment. It's pretty much directly under the waterfall. This waterfall right here, and has the best views of the entire valley. It is awesome. We've arrived in Munich and we're at our final stop on the travel experiment. Unfortunately, Dan's had to head off and get some content while I'm here with one of my best friends. This is Taylor. So we're about to head off through the British Gardens. A few hours here, we're gonna check it all out. Let's go! So we haven't walked very far before we found our first beer garden. And when in Germany, you gotta order how the Germans order. We've got our first pretzel, sauerkraut, bratwurst, and beer. The first stein. Cheers! We've just arrived at the riverbank, and just behind me is where the guys, right there, they're battling it out to see who can surf on the wave the longest. There's 3 of them going. He is killing it. It is so, so cool. Alright, as you guys know, we're in Munich, and at this time of year, there's nothing better to do than make your way to the biggest beer festival of the year. So we're on our way to... Oktoberfest! Yeah! So our tour guide Kate has told us that Oktoberfest is a marathon and not a sprint. We start at 9 a.m. So we've decided to get out of the beer hall for a minute and we're going to check out the roller coasters. This is a 5-loop roller coaster. You ready?
Okay.
Woo! Oh my god. So it's hit about midday here. The beer halls are getting really, really busy. It's a Saturday and a public holiday. We're heading outside. We're going to do some rides now. Time to go. So that's a wrap, guys. Oktoberfest was mental, but sadly means it's all coming to an end. The travel experiment is officially over. We're so grateful that you guys let us be a part of it. Until next time, bye! Hola! Hola!
Oh, bad to the bone.
We're in the snow. Crazy! Oh my god!
Aesthetics on fire.
I love this place! He loves this place.
Gonna be about as good as it gets, so let's make this happen.